It's a title eliminator women's flyweight. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down the main event for UFC on ESPN 54 between Erin Blanchfield and Manon Fiorot. Fiorot is the French fighter who, outside of a split decision loss to Leah McCourt earlier in her career, has since been unbeaten and, well, doing well on the big show, the big stage that is in the UFC. She's going to have a big test this Saturday, though, in Erin Blanchfield. Blanchfield, of course, her only loss as well is a split decision to Tracy Cortez earlier in her career as well, but since then has, well, been unbeaten and also making quite a good account for herself on the UFC stage. She's got an excellent style, but for 5 rounds, well, I think both ladies are going to be tested this weekend. At the time of this video, the odds makers and the public are leaning toward Blanchfield in the neighborhood of minus 205. The comeback on your underdog, Fiorot, in the neighborhood of plus 158. Now, I would like to see this line a little bit tighter where it opened, but I can also understand why public money is trickling in on the New Jersey native in Blanchfield, who will be fighting in front of her home state in Atlantic City this weekend, folks. Blanchfield's got an excellent transition game, whether we're talking about the chains on her takedowns and then the way she goes to guard passing, or on the feet, she can smoothly shift to a southpaw stance, has some good counters, and some head kicks that I think are going to be live. In fact, despite Namajunas not really taking advantage of it, the 4 opponents prior to her that Fiorot faced had moments of clipping her with head kicks off the break and against the cage. So don't discount the striking of Blanchfield, but by the same case, don't discount the grappling of Fiorot. She quietly earned her jiu-jitsu black belt as well, and more importantly, has really shown a real good, aptitude to underhooks and a strong whizzer to really keep herself upright. A real athletic get-up game. She does not look like she's going to be easy to take down or control. That being said, Blanchfield in her last fight against another athletic flyweight, Natalia Santos, showed that she doesn't necessarily need to get the takedown to edge out these rounds, and even experiencing some early turbulence, which I suspect she'll face here, she can push through. So I too am going to side with Blanchfield, but I feel like the underdog's live, especially those check right hooks and those counter lefts of Fiorot. Fighters who can counter Blanchfield have provided her trouble, but I think Blanchfield is persistent and dogged enough, as well as dangerous enough in transition to either edge rounds outright or capitalize on a mistake, perhaps via submission, to see which way I go officially, and the method, of course, as far as that goes. You're going to have to check out my in-depth breakdown at MMAJunkie.com, where you can find results this weekend.